Hey guys, my name is Jamie Beaton and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Crimson Education. Today I'm here with our legendary co-founder Fangzhou to give you some fast-paced tips on early decision and early action. What are these things? Why do they matter? Should people use them?
More and more often these days, colleges offer an earlier round for people to submit their applications around November the 1st. And typically they find out from as early as mid-December. Through the early round, they want to get some of the applications in earlier and begin that review process earlier, making that decision earlier. The early decision program in particular is a binding agreement between the student and the institution, meaning that if they were accepted by the institution, they will have to attend and they will have to withdraw any other applications they made. So that offers colleges a lot of certainty around their yield or attendance later on, which is something a very good option, really preferred by many colleges. Jamie, why don't you tell us what are the most common mistakes that students make with relation to the early round?
The number one obvious disaster is not applying. This is so simple, but I see so many kids who procrastinate, then at the last minute miss the deadline, or they can't commit. They don't want to commit. Binding scares them, so they just waste the opportunity. The classic mistake that I see is a kid who can't really get into Harvard, Yale, Princeton, or Stanford, but wants to apply anyway. And as a result, they turn down applying early decision to a school like a UPenn or a Brown or a Duke, and they miss the opportunity. Then in the regular round, they get rocked. That is, painful to witness. So I'd say that's the biggest mistake that I see, not using it, not committing. The second thing that I'd say is applying to a school of the wrong caliber. It's either too competitive or too easy. If you apply too easy, then you're basically committing yourself to a school and selling yourself short. You could have gone to a higher ranked school. On the flip side, even if you apply binding, but you apply to a school that's too high for you, you're still wasting the ED round because you basically wasted it on a school that isn't going to accept you. So that's the classic mistake that I see.
I think beyond that, one more point I want to add is that because the deadline for the early round is 2 months earlier than the regular round, many students turn in an application that is not ready because they were anticipating that, hey, I'm going to apply to college, right, end of the year. But then they realize, oh, God, I'm only, a month or 2 weeks away from the early deadline. Let me just put something together quickly. So in the early round, you have a better chance of getting in for sure. But at the same time, you are competing with other people who are very ambitious, who want to take advantage of this opportunity. So the people you're competing with are also very, very strong. So you want to make sure that your application is done with a lot of consideration and a lot of preparation as well. So make sure that not only you utilize that option, but you utilize that option well with ample preparation in advance.
A huge congrats to the nearly 2,000 students from Crimson that applied in the early round of the cycle. It was amazing to see all of the talent from all corners of the world, from Almaty, Kazakhstan, to New Zealand, to China, to New York, California, Chicago, and Texas. We saw students with inspirational stories putting in that hard work to submit those early apps, and we're super excited to see your results. We're cheering you on, fingers and toes crossed.